Put a Y in the chat. Did y'all see this? I seen this the other day, and I'm sorry. I said to myself, this was around the time I took me a couple of days off. I said I need to take a couple of days off. This right here is not well. This dude is not well. When I seen this Bush baby put these leaves in his head like this. Yeah, the video that you seen with the girls were made yesterday. That video was made yesterday. But the video you're looking at now with the I guess the leaves in his head, that was made a couple of days ago. I think this was made on the 4th, because that was the last day that I did anything on YouTube. I said, I need me a little time to myself. Ain't that cuckoo? Oh my God, this is crazy. This don't make any sense. Welcome to my mods coming through. Make sure you watch the chat for any trolling and flip-flopping. Watch the flip-floppers. Flip-floppers, trollers, and whoever else. So a lot of people are telling me in here that you didn't see him when he was on live with this stuff in his head. Put a Y in the chat if you saw him with these leaves in his head. This live he did was on the 4th. I've been gone for like 3 days. So technically, if I didn't come back today, it would have been 4 days gone. You like him? Sat12 said, I like his leaf wear. Woo, child. This is a bad hit. I said to I knew a lot of people. Oh, so wait a minute. Are you putting yes in the chat that you've seen him with the leaves in his head, or no? Because I'm just, oh my God, this is crazy. That dude's crazy. Is it just a few of us, or did Natureboy have weave in his braids because his hair's thinning? Put a Y in the chat. Let's keep it real. Why is it okay for Natureboy to do things when he feels ready and it's not a problem with it? But when we put weaves in our hair and put makeup on our face, that's a problem. There's always something to be said when we are doing something. I'm not understanding that. Not only that, wasn't Natureboy dyeing his hair or something? I don't care if it's a henna or not. It may not have been a permanent dye. It's considered more natural than like a gas. It's called gas coloring when you go to hair school, by the way. Gas coloring. He was putting something in his hair, and then when he stopped doing it, it seemed like his hair was getting really gray. And that's usually what happens when you start putting rinses in your hair. But if it wasn't a rinse that he was putting in his hair, my bad. But he still was putting weave in his hair. And who did he get to putting the weave in his hair? From 𝗡𝗘𝗫𝗧. Even though he talked about 𝗡𝗘𝗫𝗧 putting that weave in his hair, Natureboy sure enough was putting one in his hair, like boys in the hood. But that's okay. And what about those locks that they did? Remember that girl came over with her kids over to Puerto Rico? She was manipulating their hair so that they could have those freestyle locks, or whatever they call them. The hair was still being manipulated to get that look. So why is it okay when you guys are doing stuff to yourself, but it's not for us? And why do you keep talking about what we're eating and we eat Burger King and that's what we're made of, and none of you guys are living off the land at all? You still live like we live. You go to the same grocery stores that we go to. There's no reason for you to sit there true and have anything to say about anyone humanly possible when you didn't leave with Sheba and your son. You're taking care of the 4 musketeers, grown folks that don't have any money, who they only got food stamps. We know food stamps can't pay rent. And you're sitting there supporting those 4 women and yourself off of your military check. Instead of supporting your son, who is now in safe cares of 𝗪𝗑's family, because 𝗪𝗑 had to be threatened by CPS to get on out of there, or 𝗪 was probably going to be taken. That's the only reason why 𝗪𝗑 left. Because if CPS never said nothing to 𝗪𝗑, she would have sat up there around you guys for as long as she could. You got so much to say about everybody else, but you're not looking in your own backyard. Now you're sitting up here with leaves in your head. You're probably not combing your hair and not taking care of yourself because you're stressed out that Natureboy's left. You guys haven't been the same since Natureboy left. It's almost like you can't even think for yourself without Natureboy's presence. You would think that you would be so blessed to have that demonic man away from your life, but it's like you miss him. Yes, Segmet. She's the one that did the free-forming locks. It's like you guys can't function without him. And the only ones that could function without them, without Natureboy, are the ones that ran. They ran because they had common sense. Something that you are lacking. And that's why you sit here and push the 3. Let's hope whenever he gets out, it could be 20 years from now, that he pushes the 3 for you. All that time that you wasted in your life trying to represent someone that you called your God and try to make us call our God. It says their concept is the hair is dyed or covered with a wig. Your antennas can receive the divine mumbo jumbo message from the universe. Right. But like you said, mumbo jumbo. Because that's all it is mumbo jumbo. He's a minimalist. That means, so what? I use a little bit of toothpaste, but I'm a minimalist. So that means, yeah, I use Babylon products. Yeah, I use stuff that got fluoride in it that you tell us not to use. We're already drinking it. It's in the water. It's in the toothpaste. It's killing us, is what you're saying. But it's okay for you to use toothpaste because you're using it. And you're a minimalist. So you use all of the things that we use. You probably use a weave too. But you use it in very small amounts, is what you're trying to say. That's what I mean by you try to make stuff make sense. I like this hair leaf look. Well, I'm glad. Maybe you should get your hair done like that, 12 Sat. I know I wouldn't be walking around looking like Cuckoo Bird. I think people that do this kind of stuff, like he's doing, they want attention. I don't want attention. So I wouldn't put that in my hair. But True doesn't care because who knows when he even washed his hair last. Could be bugs, little microscopic bugs all over those leaves that he's putting all in his scalp that are probably hatching eggs all on his scalp, lava. And he's putting them in his hair to get a rise out of somebody. I'm all set. You've been allowing Natureboy to pass 𝗪𝗑 back and forth. And you guys don't use protection. So you guys also got odors because everyone's being passed around in that community. And I know that you know what I'm talking about, True, if you're in the bushes, that's another way you can get odors too. Body chemistry from different bodily fluids. That's not healthy either. I believe they need families to prove these people are not in the right mind, in control of their lives. I believe so too. I think that they've been hanging around that barbershop too long, that they think that everything that they say to us is normal. The only ones that are not normal is us. And that's crazy. I knew that True was on something when just about a week ago, he started trying to make us think that the background he was standing in back of was the jungle. He was really acting like he was in the Amazon jungle. Come to find out, he was just in a park. This dude has lost it. He really has lost it. And let me tell you something. There's some foods that I've seen True eat. I can't think of the name of the kettle cooked chips that they were eating one time I seen. They were salt and vinegar. And honey, I got those kind of chips out of the store. That's processed foods. Anything, any kind of chips that can be left on the shelf that are made from potatoes are processed. You can't you can't peel a potato and leave it on the shelf because it's going to turn brown and start rotting. But you can do that to processed potato chips. So don't let these people make you think that they're eating all this organic food. They don't live off the land. That's a crock of bull. And they're trying to make us believe something that doesn't exist, and it's really sad. All of them are dangerous to society at this point with their mind frames. But exactly. He's right. I don't use deodorant either. Yeah, he probably is right, but that don't mean just because he don't use deodorant that everything he speaks about is the truth. I know a lot of people that don't use deodorant either. But I also know a lot of people who they protect themselves. They don't go around passing around women to each other and walking around with sexually transmitted diseases for 2 and 3 years, to the point that somebody's uterus had to be taken out because they had tumors in a failed kidney and liver, and was going to be put in a hospice because she never got none of these STDs treated. These are the product of the people that we're dealing with. So, okay, they're doing something right. Okay, they're not using deodorant, but they're not also using protection, and we don't know the master teacher what he has. So when he gives 𝗪𝗑 back to you to lay with, you don't know what he gave back to you, because you don't know what Natureboy might have. Natureboy can meet some girl online and fly her out and do a one-night stand with her and not use protection, and then say today he don't want 𝗪𝗑 no more, and then now you're laying with everything that Natureboy was laying with. So let's talk about that. Let's not stay stuck on the leaves in his hair and the deodorant that he's not wearing. Okay, he's doing right by wearing leaves in his hair, and he doesn't wear deodorant. But let's talk about all the things that he's not doing right. It said these chicks are fake velvet. They know Nature Nut still wants her, and if he has to do time, which he will, he's gonna flip out. You already know that. You already know that. Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. And then there's people that don't wear acrylic on their nails. Then you got people, I ain't gonna say no names. The name was just said a second ago. They used to talk about how you shouldn't put acrylic on your nails. And now one of the most popularest person in the world who got away from Natureboy got acrylic on their nails. Must get her nails done every 2 weeks. And every time you see her on her YouTube channel or on Instagram, she's got acrylic on her nails. Which is true, acrylic doesn't allow your nails to breathe. If they're not acrylic for nails are not good at all. So we're talking about people that flip-flop when it's convenient for them. They'll switch the narrative up to only fit them when it's convenient for them. Not for us, but for them. You know, I forgot to, and it just dawned on me, I forgot to put up the video of True yesterday. He had an attitude. He was pissed. People are coming at him in the comments. They're like, I thought Natureboy was getting out. Why did they push back his bond date? And he was going in on everybody that was on that live. I really meant to put that video up. I do have it, and I might put it up tomorrow. It's kind of getting late, and I'm about to eat dinner after I get off this live. But I want you to hear how he was in his feelings when people were bringing up what happened with the bond hearing. Because you know how True said, did everyone hear when True said that they dropped all charges and he was glad that it was all over with? And now they know how to deal with us people. Now that everything's all said and done, they know how to deal with us people. That's what I mean by you can't believe some of the things that these people say out of their mouth. Because that man literally made us think, and there was some people that really believed it, that bond that Nature Boy had was going away and the charges were dropped. I couldn't even believe that he even fixed his mouth to say something like that. Does he not understand Nature Boy is running the same game on them except you? Exactly, Pink Panther. Hey, Ron. It don't make no sense. It really don't. True, looks like Miss America. Maybe that's what he was going for. He wanted to look like Miss America. That's probably what he was going for. Because that's what he looks like a little bit. He looks like almost like an Amazon Miss America. He's just not a woman. He's the Mr. America of Amazon. The Amazon jungle. This is what True looks like. True is a mess. This dude is a mess. He is not well with them keep denying Nature Boy's bond. He is not well. I'm starting to say, is that your boyfriend, True? You are not. I think you have a problem with the fact they keep denying Nature Boy's bond more than the girls do. At least they get a little break from him.